Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Boss Rush Podcast, a great place to play games and be better. I'm one of your hosts, Corey Dirrig, and alongside me, as always, is PC Muscle Race himself, LeRon Dawkins.
Yo, what's poppin'?
Hi, LeRon.
Corey.
How's it going?
It's going all right.
Yeah.
Going all right.
Yeah.
It's an interesting Tuesday night.
Yeah, it's definitely something. Tuesday something.
Keeping track of the election. I promise I won't. I promise tonight will not be a political episode for me.
You know, LeRon, it's okay. You can speak your feelings. This is a safe space.
I can, but we're here to talk about video games tonight, so I'm gonna keep it.
Twitter chat might not be a safe space, but this is a safe space. Gotta watch out for all those crazy anime faces and cartoon characters coming at you in the comments. You know what I mean? Speaking of cartoon characters, also here is PK Power Pat Klein.
I'm as real as a... I don't know. I don't have anything. Oh. I'm animated.
Pat, don't say that. You have a lot. Okay?
Yeah.
I believe in you.
You know, I always want more, though.
Yeah, I know.
I don't always do. Like, you know? I tell myself, for example, I am going to work on a backlog. Like, play something that I have had that I need to work, that I've had for a while. And you know what? Within, like, 48 hours later, I'm, like, buying something new.
But that's the fun part.
Yeah.
It kind of is.
We all have that problem.
I'm craving open world RPG. So I bought Outer Worlds too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. How's that going?
It's going. You want to find out though, you'll have to listen to the Gamescast.
Ooh, the Gamescast. That's a newbie. Yeah. We'll get there. We'll get into that in a minute. It's been a week already. Just trying to, make it through. It's just a lot going on. I know there's a lot going on for everybody, but there's a lot going on. But it's okay. We're here. We're here for you, the viewer. By the way, guys, we're almost there. We're almost at 1,000. We're almost at 1K on that YouTube channel that they say. We're at 937. We're almost there. Almost there. It's LeRon's fault. He's like,
my fault.
Get to 1K or else. And I'll be like, oh.
Yeah, it's because you're wearing sleeves, LeRon.
Yeah. LeRon won't take his sleeves off until we hit 1K. Guess what? If we get to 10K, his whole shirt comes off every episode.
I think all of our shirts come off at 10K.
Tell your friends.
All of it.
Oh, man. Good times, huh? I love this show. Anybody got anything to plug? Anything got any cool things coming out? Pat, you do.
Yes, I do. We officially recorded the pilot episode of the Gamescast, where myself and my old co-host Taylor from the Boss Rush Book Club, we talk about the games that we played in detail, and then we talk about Silksong.
Nice.
All right. Let me just go ahead and say right now, you do not understand how excited I am that you guys have lifted that show off now.
Yeah, because now LeRon can do After Dark now.
Right? Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. But seriously. Yeah, that's exciting. I'm glad. So for those of you who are wondering what we're talking about, the Gamescast, the Boss Rush Gamescast, will be twice a month. If you are a patron, you get it 1 week early. as incentive at any tier. And yeah, basically, Pat and various other Boss Rush people and other friends are going to talk about games. Literally, talk about games. What we're playing, how they're being played, mechanics, other fun things. So check it out. It'll be out Thursday for patrons, and then next week for everybody else. So go check it out. Very excited. Very excited to get that out the door.
Yep. Me too.
Yeah.
Excited that I finally figured out what it was.
Yeah, just wait.
That was fun to. Yep. That's pretty much what we did.
Yeah. That's all you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
LeRon's eating cookies. Oreos? Are they real Oreos or are they dollar store Oreos? Like, ooh, Cakesters. Oh, fancy.
The soft Oreos.
I'm being a fat kid.
Fancy.
I miss going to the store today.
Oh,
but that's cool. I'll do it eventually. It just means I don't have snacks lying around now.
Yeah. Who needs snacks? Snacks? There's so much candy in this house right now, though, because of trick or treat. Kids brought home sacks of candy. Let me tell you.
That sounds awesome.
I got all this from Target for $3.
Oh, because it all went on clearance.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
The candy I've been snacking on isn't exactly a Halloween candy, but I was surprised to see it in the store, and I hope it's a permanent thing and not just a limited edition. But M&M's brought back my absolute favorite M&M that I have not seen since the Transformer 2 days.
The purple M&M.
No.
Oh.
Back in Transformers 2 had those two robots that were like, the two small ones that were kind of like, I don't know, ghetto.
That were ghetto fabulous.
Yeah. And M&M's came out promotion for those called the peanut butter and jelly M&M.
Mm-hmm.
And basically it's a peanut butter M&M with like a strawberry like flavoring to them.
Ooh.
And it is the most amazing thing that has ever touched my mouth.
Nice.
And they brought it back. And I desire them a lot.
I desire them.
Yeah, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard. I desire them. That's funny. Oh. Well, speaking of not snacks, Pat.
Yep.
What are you playing? What are you doing? What are you watching? What are you doing?
Well, I have to kind of space out my games right now because there's two shows that I got to have content for. So I think for this one, we're going to talk about one of the big hotnesses out there right now. Something that kind of came out of left field that is hitting the world of games by storm, and possibly a one of those like hidden last second game of the year contenders.
What?
It is a superhero game called Dispatch.
Ooh.
And it's made by the people who were originally assigned to do The Wolf Among Us 2.
Ooh.
But with all the back and forth with the Telltale Studios and them not able to hold on to a team, the team called Ad Hoc decided to make a different video game. Also kind of, superhero-ish, though without magical creatures. It's superheroes. And it's called Dispatch. You play as Robert Robertson, and you are Mecha Man. A man you're Mecha Man. You are a guy with a mecha suit. And that's kind of that's his superpowers, the mecha suit. He doesn't have superpowers. He's just an ordinary human with a really powerful suit, and the suit gets destroyed.
Hmm.
So, unable to kind of still be in the game, superhero group comes up to him and says, "Hey, we can help you repair your suit, but in the meantime, we would like you to be a dispatcher for superheroes, particularly a group of superheroes that used to be villains who are trying to reform." So you now have a group of misfit superheroes that you have to send off into various little missions, depending on their strengths, and hope that you don't fail.
Hmm.
If you succeed, they level up, and then you can add attribute points so that they succeed more missions, as well as you send them out, you get to learn more about them and see any like advantages or superpowers that might unlock because of that. But also, it's a Telltale's game at heart because the game is a I would consider it like an interactive cartoon. Like the animation style is very, very animated. A lot more than what a Telltale's game was. And you are given choices, and those choices are choices that people will remember or will affect how your relationships go further on in the game. And it's been a really good story. It has had a lot of great humor. I have found myself laughing out loud very frequently during this. But there's also some really like human moments too. Uh, it is a mature title. There will be nudity, there will be language, there will be violence. Um, but it's got a lot of heart and it's got a lot of good voice talent behind this. The main character is Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad. And then you also have Laura Bailey plays as one of the main characters, and even Jeffrey Wright shows in like does his own little appearance in the game.
Nice.
hmm but like a Telltale series, this game is being released episodically. It is going to be 8 episodes long, and but it's releasing 2 episodes a week. Each episode takes about 40, or I'd say about 45 to an hour to beat. So by the time this recording comes out, I believe all the episodes should be out. Because episodes, at the time of the recording, episodes 5 and 6 come out, and then the week after, 7 and 8. But it is a $30 game. And if you really missed those old Telltale adventures or thought they were kind of stale and would like something to kind of spruce it up a little bit, this game does a very, very good job at it. Like, I really enjoyed the dispatch mini game as well as the story. I think it's a nice little like strategy touch. I don't think it really affects your story as much if you win or lose, but it's it's a nice little distraction. It keeps the action a little frantic, and you get some really fun banters and dialogue going on during the dispatch. So,
Nice. Nice.
yep,
I didn't realize it. I didn't realize that it had already come out. Like I need to go ahead and buy this because it was on my wish list.
yeah, no, it's this game. I wasn't planning on like I had note of it, but it wasn't until like everyone started like mentioning how amazing this game was that I decided to give it a shot, and I have to agree, this game is pretty awesome. So,
That's what I like to hear.
definitely worth checking out.
Nice.
Uh, Other than that, I also picked up Once Upon a Katamari. I've never played a Katamari game before. That is the game where you are the little prince rolling a ball, trying to gather as much as you can onto that ball, and then it becomes a planet afterwards. Um, what I like about this game is that the mission structures are varied. Um, while your goal is to make the ball bigger, there are like different different levels have different missions. So like one level is to get the ball as big as you can within a certain time limit. Another one is to maybe find the most expensive objects on the level and roll those up into the ball. Another one is to find literally all the objects, which were like 50, and try to gather those up in an amount of time. And you can't just grab whatever you want and put it on the ball. You have to build it up. So you can only grab small objects first and make the ball bigger so that you can grab bigger objects. The last mission I did was I had to gather as many drinks as possible, and you like enabled to be successful. It wasn't just grabbing the drinks; you also had to make your ball bigger so that you could do things like climb up a higher ledge that the ball wouldn't have otherwise reached. So there's a little bit of strategy involved with it. The characters are wacky. I don't know if you've ever seen any Katamari art, but the
Remember the Katamari
the
Damacy
King of All
games?
Cosmos, yeah, the King of All Cosmos is he's a big old man child, and now you also have like a million cousins that are also scattered around the map. So,
Cousins.
yep, that you can find and collect them all.
I tell you, like the old school Katamari, just like that's such an earworm. Oh my god! Like that's one of those things.
Oh,
It was too easy to get stuck in your head.
it's a very J-pop like chippy soundtrack. So if that apparently that's like one of the highlights of this game is that it has both old and new tracks in it that you can have play during your levels.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No, it's a fun game. It's not something I'm putting a whole lot of effort into, but I wanted to say I finally played a Katamari game, and I was
So this is
pleasantly
your
surprised.
first one.
First one, yep.
Oh, okay.
I will say probably my least favorite aspect though in this game is camera control.
The camera's
Um,
always been a problem in these games. I'm actually shocked. I'm not sure if they did this. I haven't played this game, but based on what you're saying, like I'm trying to figure out did they do it? Did they not update it just for nostalgia's sake or what?
it has traditional controls where you use both joy or both thumbsticks
Mm-hmm.
to move the Katamari, but they also do a simplified control where then the second stick kind of becomes a camera. But the problem is it doesn't register unless you're at a full stop. Otherwise, it like acts like it's still part of the traditional controls.
Uh
So
now that I
a
don't
little
know,
annoying.
so I guess it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know, it's a fun little distraction. It's not a full price game, so if you like Katamari, give it a shot. If you're curious about Katamari, maybe give it a shot or wait for a discount. But it's a crazy little puzzle game that's cute, adorable, and wacky.
The remaster is on sale on Switch all the time for like $7 or $8. I've never played a Katamari game. It gives me Donut County vibes though.
Oh, it's reverse donut counting for sure. You know, instead of sucking things in a hole, you're circling, you're getting it caught in a ball.
Mhm.
But both concepts of you need to go small and build bigger.
Go bigger.
Yep. And like I said, I've also been playing Outer Worlds 2, but I'm going to save that for the Games Cast because I know Story's played it too, and I would love to have a discussion with him on that.
Nice. How many, or would you say it's on par with the first game? Better, worse, same, similar?
Honestly, it's fairly similar. It's very much an Obsidian game. If you ever played one, it's open world, but it's it's got the Obsidian humor going on with it, and I don't know. It feels like it's a little more directed and a lot more open in how you can solve your missions. Where, like, I feel like the first one, almost you had to solve them in certain ways, or you only had a few choices. There seems to be a lot more abilities to, like, work with however you build your character to somehow suit your need to solving various cases. For example, there was a vault that these people wanted to try and get into. You could either build up a lock. You had the ability to, lock pick it, or if you had explosive abilities, you could blow it up. You could try sweet talking someone next to the jail, in the jail, who might know how to open up the vault. Or if you explore around the world, you might find a hole up in the roof that you could actually just fall through, and then just open it from the inside.
Nice. Awesome. I like that.
Mhm.
I liked what I played of the Outer Worlds one. I just never stuck with it, but I don't know. It felt like they took out all the stuff I didn't really care for in like a Bethesda style game and just kind of condensed it into like a tiny format, which was nice.
I mean, you're going to get a condensed format again. Like, this isn't open world, this is open zone again.
Yeah.
I don't remember how many zones there are, but you can go around, explore, and do your missions there, and eventually you take off and visit another planet or space station. Yeah, faction. So if you enjoy games like Fallout New Vegas, you'll probably like this one.
Cool.
People say it's not Bethesda. It's Obsidian's best open world RPG yet, and they've been on a roll. Like, people really loved Avowed. They really like this one.
People
You
did
got
really
your
like Avowed.
you got your Teemo you got your Teemo Elder Scrolls and your Teemo Fallout all in 1 year.
Yep. Man, all these old games coming back,
Yep.
Fallout 4, huh? Coming back. Is that the one people wanted? I don't think so.
Actually,
sure
no.
they
Yeah,
wanted 3, right? In New Vegas.
3 came back though. That's the thing. I thought 3 came back. I don't
Only
think
on
it was
PC,
this
though.
year, but no, I got it on. I thought I bought it. No, Xbox brought it back.
Well, it's backwards
Like a
compatible. It's
remastered
not
version.
a remaster.
Oh, they did a remaster. I know they did. Fallout 3 remastered. Okay, maybe it's not a remastered. What? I thought they recently did something with Fallout 3. Maybe they just updated it.
Maybe.
Right.
LeRon,
Hmm.
what about you? What are you doing?
My turn. I'll make this simple. Like I haven't really. I'm still playing the same things I'm playing right now. Like Final
What?
Fantasy Tactics: Evil's Chronicles. I'm towards the end of the. I'm in the latter half of the second chapter. Which I mean, I guess some people are like, what the hell's taking them so long? I am busy leveling up characters and getting. You guys don't understand. Like, this will be my 5th playthrough of Final Fantasy Tactics. In this form. I played the original one on PS1 at least twice. I played the War of the Lions twice, and yeah, like I'm on this one now. So yeah, like I have a method to how I play and beat this game, and one of my methods is that like the core character classes have to be leveled up by the time we hit the halfway point of the game. The halfway point of the game isn't until chapter 3 starts, so I'm still working on all that. So yeah, so that's where I'm at. If for just for reference, the princess is back in our custody, but that really doesn't mean anything because anyone that knows how the story goes, like knows that she's not going to be in our custody much longer.
That's right. You're just a mercenary.
Yeah,
Just the mercenary.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, there's that. I am also still playing Tekken 8. I have shifted to playing around some new characters. Actually, I'm basically doing what we in the fighting game community call labbing, where basically I am learning the nuances of the characters that I'm playing, and just trying to get myself honed in the memory going to remember combos and like no advantageous situations and all that stuff. So Final Fantasy Tactics and Tekken 8. I will be picking up Dispatch probably after we get off this podcast.
Nice.
Probably after we get off this recording, I'll be picking that up. But I probably won't start it until either the weekend or next week sometime. I did start watching the Netflix show Boots. The first season of it. 8 episodes long. I only watched the premiere episode so far. Basically, it's about this high school graduate. Him and his buddies did a battle buddy program and joined the Marine Corps. And this is back in the 90s when Don't Ask, Don't Tell was a thing. And of course, because Don't Ask, Don't Tell is a thing, of course, our main character is gay. So it's him going through boot camp right now in the Marine Corps. And the first episode was super strong, and it's wild because I'm a military veteran, and even though I did not go to Marine Corps boot camp, a lot of stuff that goes on that they're going on and portrayed here is definitely experiences that I had in Navy boot camp. So yeah, like if people are wondering how accurate it is, it's pretty accurate. Even some of the BS that's gone on, because trust me, like in the year 2025, we think the military is supposed to be a certain way, and guess what? Like, it was not a certain way in the 90s, and definitely way before the 90s. So yeah, it's good. I'm not sure if I'm going to binge it like have been binging other shows lately, but I don't know, like some 8 to 10 episode seasons really make it really easy to just jump in and binge a show now. See, so who knows? Like, I might, by the time we come back next week, I might have had this entire first season watched.
Yeah.
But I like it. And I also started another show called Lazarus. It's on Amazon Prime. It basically follows a criminal psychologist as he's trying to unravel some things that have been going on. His father has committed suicide, and that kind of like turns his sister's world upside down. And he's still trying to cope with the murder of his sister back when he was a teenager and stuff like that. So a lot of stuff is like ragging up his past and all this stuff. He's investigating the apparent suicide that his father had. He's been looking at some of his father was a renowned psychologist in the area. And he was in his office, and he's been going through like some of his father's notes and stuff like that. And he's starting to have, like, I'm not going to say it's deja vu events, because like these events haven't happened to him before, but he's literally having situations where like he reads a profile on one of his dad's clients, and then all of a sudden, like, that client shows up, even though the profile on this client is from decades ago. So like it's almost like he's being haunted by like past cases that his father was working on. But that was his first episode, so they haven't really drilled down what's happening to him yet. So we don't know if he's hallucinating or if there's a supernatural involved in it just yet. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Lazarus is a shorter series than because it's a mini series. So I want to say, hold on, I'm trying to pull it right now. Hold on, give me just a second. It's on Amazon. And there are a total of 6 episodes, so I can probably have this one in the bag by the weekend.
Nice.
Yeah, but I'm liking it. I'm liking it, and it's a thing. Like, I notice I am consuming a lot more television media than I am movie media, which is kind of bad, because like I still haven't seen the recent Superman movie. I also need to play catch up on a couple of other movies, like shoot. What's the other movie? The new Jordan Peele movie, Him. Like that's on my list, but I haven't seen that yet.
I've heard that one's not good, and it's not really
I've heard it's not good either. Yeah.
I've heard someone else actually directed that one.
Yeah, and then the Stephen King movie, the Long Walk.
Now that one I heard actually is pretty good.
Oh, I've heard really good things about that. Yeah, I just haven't.
Hamill's an asshole in that movie.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what I've been up to this week. Yeah, like life is kind of lifing right now. So my video game playing as well as my TV and movie watching is being impacted. But I mean, it's nothing I can't handle. It's just it's not enough to complain about.
Yeah.
Thank you for attending my TED Talk.
It's not an official TED Talk. It's a TEDx talk, LeRon.
I need to make a retcon. Fallout 3 Remastered did not happen. I think maybe I just got really interested in Fallout and played Fallout 3 when the TV show hit the first episode or first season.
How dare you?
That's a possibility.
Yeah. But while looking at Fallout news, Fallout 76 is getting an update, and that update's going to take place in Ohio.
Great. Let's see, Appalachia probably. Oh boy, that's a rough place. That's fine.
Yeah, what's it called? Pleasant Vet. That the actual expansion's called Burning Springs, but I think it's located Point Pleasant. Is that a place in Ohio?
Probably.
Or no, that's a town in Fallout. I don't know. It's supposed to be like Southeast Ohio.
Point Pleasant, Ohio. Is an
Point Pleasant is actually a Fallout.
In Southern Monroe Township. It's located southeast of Cincinnati. Great. I don't know. Cool. Well, I guess I'll keep mine short and sweet too, because I haven't really been playing a whole lot. I've been playing Plants vs. Zombies. Literally, that's kind of it. I don't really know how much more I can say about Plants vs. Zombies since it's been out for 15 years, but you know, it's an amazing game though. I did finally, LeRon, watch Halo Season 2.
Okay.
I was like really into it, and then I forgot that they weren't doing it.
That got canceled. Yeah.
Yeah, I got really sad. I'm like, oh, I
really
like the show.
Wasn't season two? Season 2 was a very strong season.
It was much better than the first season, and I like the first season.
I like the first season too. Yeah, but season 2 was hot.
Yeah. It was really good. I really liked it. I wish they were doing a third season, and it doesn't seem like they're going to, even though it's on Netflix now and not
Paramount. Yeah, and it doesn't look like Netflix is going to do anything with it.
Well, I just don't think Microsoft's interested in doing any of it.
Yeah, it's let's not talk about Microsoft tonight.
I think we're going to at some point, but I don't know.
If we have to.
But honestly, my daughter and I had a art party this weekend.
That sounds fun.
Where we just kind of drew and stuff, and she made me draw her some K-pop Demon Hunters, and so we watched the movie while we drew the characters. It was really fun.
Yeah, you're a bit of an artist, man. So shoot, I'd love to see your.
I mean, sure. You want me to draw you like one of my French girls, LeRon?
No, because contrary to popular belief, I'm not a slut.
Aw, dang it.
You look good with a necklace on, like a blue hearted necklace.
Oh boy. Anyways, here, LeRon, I'll send you the one I drew this weekend.
Okay.
That's kind of it, though. We didn't really do a whole lot. Our power went out on Saturday for like 8.5 hours.
Oh, really?
Which sucked.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Was there any explanation?
Yeah, someone hit a tree, and the tree fell on a telephone pole, and the telephone
God.
fell over a 5-lane highway, and
Wow, way
they
to
couldn't.
go, whoever you were.
Yeah, so that was cool. It's really neat. Good for them. People, man,
Impressive how those things
gotta
just,
ruin my weekend.
yeah.
So, anyways, that's kind of it. I don't really have anything else, do I? Oh, I do have to say, Stephanie went to that limited run thing, right? She talked about it last week.
Mhm.
She got me the Ninja Turtles VHS special edition.
Oh, nice.
So shout out Stephanie and Shantae, but Ninja Turtles, man, VHS tape, super cool.
Stephanie, you're the best.
It's awesome. I love it. I love it. Steelbook, art book, free pizza coupon. Literally a free pizza coupon from Pizza Hut. You scan it into the app and you get a free pizza. It's kind of funny. Stickers, which my kids were excited for, and they were mad that I told them they couldn't open it.
It's like, you open this, you will be disowned.
Yeah. So, but it's cool. My son also thought it was like a new Ninja Turtles game, and he got really excited. I'm like, no, I had to sit there and explain it to him. That's the one we already play, but it's just in a different box.
Aw.
And he couldn't understand. He couldn't understand that. I kind of felt bad, but also like, I don't know. It is what it is. I can't. I can't.
The boy's gonna learn.
Yeah, he's gotta learn sometime. Speaking of learning, we learned some things about Grand Theft Auto and why it will never leave the United States. Apparently, according to Rockstar co-founder Dan Houser.
But it did.
Yeah, so there are a couple interviews this week. Dan Houser gave an interview, and then Todd Howard gave an interview, and both of them kind of centered around why Grand Theft Auto and Fallout won't ever leave the United States. I know we got GTA London at one point, but which I kind of think like a old school kind of London gangster thing would be cool, but that's for another discussion. But basically, GTA's essence is steeped in, quote, Americana, requiring guns, over-the-top characters, and uniquely American cultural backdrop that wouldn't translate abroad, was the explanation. Similarly, Howard emphasized that Fallout's world is intrinsically tied to the post-war American idealism and atomic age paranoia, which making the U.S. indispensable to the franchise's identity. So I kind of want to know what you guys think about these comments, and if you think that these franchises could exist outside of the United States, because I kind of feel like definitely GTA. I feel like could.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, I understand. I understand if they're trying to say like there's like a novelty to Grand Theft Auto and stuff like that. But I mean, like violent video games shipped around the world, like and if I'm being serious, like I mean, like there's nothing too off the wall about Grand Theft Auto that it could not be released in Europe, parts of Japan, and all the other nations that like all the other regions that like get like the mainstream consoles, right? Like I mean, Crisis with if you think back to the original Crisis, right? They had to censor a couple of things because basically it was because like the most of the war zones were in Korea. They had to censor some of that, but ultimately the game still wound up pretty intact when it did release over in the East. So I don't know. Okay, the Americana part I get, because it's but at the same time, like like it, I feel like it's kind of ignorant, because we've gotten games like Chernobylite, and games like that, and it's basically talking about like situations that are direct fallouts from like real events, in like Asia, stuff like that. It's kind of weird that they would say something like that. It's like, are you guys? I don't know. I don't want to ask the question and kind of seem like I'm the one that's reading too deep into it. I just feel like like. I mean, if they feel like they're gonna make all the sales they can make off these games just in the United States and in parts of Europe, then whatever.
My take is we obviously could get these games outside. For Grand Theft Auto, maybe Grand Theft Auto would be more specific to America just because it is Grand Theft Auto and the Americana with guns. But the thing about that is that there are other game franchises that have taken place in foreign cities, like Sleeping Dogs
Hmm?
is a perfect example of a Grand Theft Auto outside of America. And then you also had Watch Dogs. While not exactly everyone's favorite, the fact that it took place in London was kind of a cool thing. Like, you can easily take these games and have a crime-centered world outside um, of America. Like, we aren't the only ones with guns.
Yeah,
Yakuza has even brought that up. Like, Yakuza has guns, and Japan's like super tight with their gun controls, I think. Don't quote me on that. But the thing, I feel that the Fallout quote, however, that's just laziness in their part. I feel that you could easily explore Fallout outside of America. Like,
I agree.
I could see you can bring the American post-war American idealism and colonization over to bring it over to China because that's exactly who they were fighting against during the Operation Anchorage. Like, look, what's China doing after the fallout?
Yeah, I mean, you could also explore like post-war Germany. You could explore Japan, right? Like post atomic bomb Japan, right? Like you could explore like all that kind of stuff. I feel like,
Yeah, and someone took the Fallout 4 game and made a
Oh,
absolutely massive mod and called it Fallout London.
yeah, yeah, and apparently it's like really good from what I've heard.
No,
Um,
I think in that case, it's just pure laziness on the Fallout team. They don't want to explore outside of America.
yeah,
That means they actually have to come up with new assets,
yeah,
maybe
I mean,
some new ideas, and can't live off of, the coattails that they originally were founded on.
yeah, I mean,
yeah. You're absolutely right, though. Lazy is the way to describe it.
yeah, I mean, I don't know if lazy would be what I would call it for Bethesda specifically, because since they only like work on Elder Scrolls, Fallout, and Starfield now, and those games only come out like every 10 or 15 years at this point. Like, I mean, I think Todd Howard just is like stuck in his ways. I would say he's more stuck than lazy, right? Like, I don't want to call the developers lazy because those games are incredibly large worlds and it takes, but I do think that like you could give it to a,
Think lazy in terms of creativity.
yeah,
Like, they
yeah,
don't want to expand outside what they just want to work with what they've been working with and just milk that.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I definitely think, Fallout. I mean, like I said, GTA could definitely exist outside of America. I think it is a little bit more selective than Fallout would be, though, right? Because like I think you have to focus on where there's like not crime necessarily, but like, I think like when GTA London came out, I think that would be a cool place to revisit of like English, like almost English gangsters or whatever. Like, I think that'd be a cool place, or like, you know, I, I understand like GTA, especially since 3, right, has been so placed in America that it's like, man, it is kind of intrinsically tied, but also like be creative, be experimental, like, you know, even if it's like a spin-off game or like a small expansion or something, right? Like I feel like you could definitely, you know, even go so far as like, oh, well, this GTA takes place in San Andreas, so why can't we go to like
Mhm.
Mexico, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, they did in Red Dead, and I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, I'm also not a fan of how GTA is just basically taking place in the same 3 cities.
Same 3 locales. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like there are more than just Miami, New York, and San Francisco,
Yeah.
or Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Like, hell, maybe bring back, I forget what their Vegas was. New Las Venturas? No, you don't have,
I
they
don't
don't have to
I,
bring back Vegas, but
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't.
That's one of the things I liked about the Mafia series was the Mafia visited other places. Like, yeah,
I mean,
you
they
did
went to
have New
Italy.
York. But you also, yeah, they went to Italy, they went to Louisiana,
Mhm.
and I think Chicago and New York were essentially the other two.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think you just have to be more creative and like, yes, you do have to be selective, but also like, I don't know. I think that I understand that like it's almost like it's almost like the George Lucas syndrome for Star Wars, right? Where like they're too close to these franchises to realize what the potential is, right? Like give it to another creative to see what they can explore in this franchise. And like, yeah, okay, if there's lore or whatever, like in Fallout, like, you know, that they made sure that even the show is canon to everything, right? But like,
Hmm.
okay, well, make sure it fits within the bounds of the lore, but like explore something, you know? Like
Yeah.
I think it's I think it would be really fun to explore, and you know, I understand why you don't explore, especially in this in 2025 at this moment, but like post-war Germany, like you know, like I feel like that would be an interesting avenue to go, right? I mean, we see it in Wolfenstein, but that's a different style of alternate history, right? Like I don't know, I think it would be really cool to see that, or like, you know, Eastern Europe or even Russia, even, right? Like you could go into like Siberia or whatever and do a really interesting Fallout game. And I know some people are going to point to like
Metroid.
uh
Yeah.
Metro or
Yeah.
the other one. Uh
Oh, Chernobyl.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh
Chernobyl.
no, the Stalker.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I called it Chernobyl. It's the Heart of Chernobyl.
Yeah.
That was the
Uh,
second game.
and I know people can point to that and be like, well, that's kind of Fallout-ish, but not really. You know, like I just think that these games can be. I think if you make the environments interesting enough and the story interesting enough and the things you can do within the world, I think you can set these things anywhere, right?
Hmm.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's just me. Or like, what if you took GTA to like Dubai or something, right? And you could like jump off that huge building, right? Or like, I don't know. I think it'd be interesting. I think it'd be fun.
I think that'd be a good location for a Watch Dogs game.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Watch
They
Dogs.
need to bring Watch Dogs back.
Mm. Put it on the
Just
Wii U.
not make it as open as Watch Dogs 3. Like actually have a legit protagonist
Yeah,
instead
that
of everyone's your protagonist.
yeah, I feel like everybody liked Watch Dogs 2, and they just went around and were like, nah, you can be anyone you want. You can be the grandma in the pig
Mhm.
mask. You'll be fine. Go break stuff.
Yep.
Mm.
No, I think we mentioned this in a prior episode. The issue with Ubisoft games right now is that they're just too damn open. Like they need to
Yeah.
the open world is fine, but they need to put some structure into the storytelling instead of being like, oh, it's your story to have it told however you want.
Yeah. Oh, good times, huh? Good times. Any final thoughts on the GTA Fallout thing? Are you guys excited for GTA 6? We don't really talk about GTA on this show a whole lot.
I want to play. I want to play GTA 6. I do, but I also know that
too.
I can't play GTA 6 the moment it comes out because like they're going to release it on console and then it's going to take like 3 years for it to come out on PC.
But you could just play it on PlayStation.
Come out on PC. No, it's Red Dead that never came out on PC.
Wait, am I mistaken?
Dead,
I think they're all out now.
Finally came out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or it's coming out. I don't know. I bought it on an Xbox and I played like 10 minutes of it. I'm like, I can't move, so I turned it off.
No, I'm excited to see what they do with GTA 6. Just how open and explorable Red Dead Redemption 2 was. Like, I can only imagine just what Rockstar can do with this game.
Yeah.
But then also I can see them just being lazy and not going that route.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They haven't said anything about the game, so we don't know what the world is going to be like.
It's true. That's true. I'm interested in GTA. I just hope it plays better than 5 did because man, the gameplay in those games is just bad. The shooting sucks. Like the movement is bad. I don't know. I tried to play GTA 5 when they announced GTA 6 and I played it for like an hour and I'm like, I can't. I don't understand why this game controls so bad. Oh well, it's my opinion.
I still need to beat GTA 5.
150 million people versus me, I guess. Who's to say? Who's to say? You know what Microsoft says? That Sony
sounds like we're ready for a hot take.
Sony isn't their biggest competition.
And away we go.
It's TikTok and stuff like and platforms like TikTok. Oh, LeRon,
Make it make sense.
Did you see this? Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella reaffirmed that Xbox's biggest competition isn't other gaming platforms; it's short-form video platforms like TikTok. In a recent interview with TBPN, Nadella emphasized that gaming now competes for attention, not hardware sales, and that innovation in content and distribution is essential to stay relevant. He also discusses plans to align the next Xbox console more closely with Windows and PC gaming, suggesting a hybrid approach that blurs the line between consoles and computers. Nadella reiterates Microsoft's goals of being a publisher everywhere, bringing its games to all platforms, expanding its reach to PC, mobile, cloud, and console, etc. Last week we talked about Halo coming to PlayStation. People are really down on that Halo remake, apparently. I'm like, it's really? Halo 1, guys. What do you want? It's Halo 1. But how do you feel about Xbox competing with TikTok and not? This sounds like the loser to a console battle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for real.
Whose plan had to change drastically when they spent $80 billion on a publisher. Man, marketing speak. But LeRon, what are your feelings on this?
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever freaking heard. You know, like I don't even know how to like come at it. You know, that's the crazy part. You know, like gaming competes for attention. No, gaming does not compete for attention because guess what? I am not stopping my video game play just to jump on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. I'm not, and if I do, like, it's literally like for 2 seconds to check something because, like, we're in the content creation space, so sometimes we'll get a notification or whatnot, and then I'm right back to my video games. Like, video games does not harm my gaming space at all. I mean, I'm sorry. Social media does not harm my video game space at all. If anything, social media strengthens my video game space. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Like, I wasn't really a fan of Nadella when he came in, and I'm definitely not a fan of his now. Like, I figured when he came in, he was just going to be a mouthpiece anyway, and that's legit what it's looking like.
Well, I think he did well when cloud computing was becoming popular and becoming the big thing, right? And he rose Azure to what, third place, because that's where Microsoft seems to sit everywhere these days. And when he took over, like, the big push was cloud, and Microsoft was all cloud, and they were pushing it, right? And that's why Xbox stayed around, is because they added a cloud component, right? But now it's all AI, and he has no idea what to do because, shocking, AI and the infrastructure for AI is different than cloud. Who knew? And they also just spent like a ton more money with OpenAI. So expect more layoffs in the coming quarter to Microsoft. Pat, how do you feel about video games competing with platforms like TikTok, according to Satya Nadella?
I get the idea. Yes, they're competing for attention, but video games and TikTok are not anything related. So,
right, yeah.
I mean, my wife doesn't play video games, not because of TikTok. She just doesn't play games.
That's like saying Mario's a direct competitor to the people who play Call of Duty games.
Did you not see Mario with a gun in Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle? Come on.
Now, competitors against XCOM, probably not either, but
I know. I'm just being a
yeah. No, it's that guy's already proven that he's probably the worst enemy to the Xbox name.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, amen to that.
Yep. It's crazy.
So it's just so.
What?
No. It's just such a. It's one of these things where it's like, did you even hear the words that would come out of your mouth, man?
I don't think he does. Most of the time, I don't think he does. I mean, I would like to think maybe, but I also think that they have to appease investors. And look, they're just Microsoft has to appease investors, and you have to spin your marketing speak in a way that makes no sense to investors and sounds smart.
Yeah, guess what? Investors aren't the ones that buy the games, so
right.
I mean, I'm aware of that, but
are they?
I mean, yeah, it's something. It's something. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I get like time. Everybody's competing for your time, but like LeRon said, games and things like Instagram and TikTok are so vastly different types of experiences and types of I mean, if I only have like 5 minutes to spend, I'm not going to turn on a game and play it, right? I'll flip through some Instagram reels or something and laugh a little bit, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Every third
Microsoft
reels and AI or something.
Microsoft, if you want to compete against TikTok and Instagram, make a handheld system that actually plays third or first party games and AAA titles, like as good as a console. That way they can sit on the toilet and play the video game instead of looking at that TikTok video.
There you go.
That reminds me. Remember that GameCube ad where like it had the toilet and it was the Wavebird and like somebody was sitting on the toilet with the door cracked with the mirror on it, looking at the TV. The Wavebird. I remember.
I do remember that. Yeah,
that was a great ad.
It proved the point. Like, what are you doing when you're in the bathroom? Well, not playing Wavebird, but like you're on your phone probably if you're in the bathroom.
Yep.
So unless it's like one of those kind of dire emergencies where you're going to be in there for a while, then you might bring something else in there that'll preoccupy your time.
I don't remember the last time I did that.
Well, get a colonoscopy.
Yikes. I mean, I meant that long. I didn't mean like I'm not stuck, Pat.
Well, if you do, it's always good to have a Switch nearby so that,
Yeah.
At least you wouldn't be bored while being stuck.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Well, let us know if you spend more time on TikTok. I mean, look, I'm sure more people spend more time on TikTok than Xbox, but that's because nobody owns an Xbox. So,
but everything's an Xbox, so everyone should own one.
It's fair. Good point, Pat.
Mm-hmm.
Good point. Is this can of Red Bull on Xbox?
Yes, it is. You're an Xbox, Corey.
Cool.
Once I get that Neuralink into your brain, you're an Xbox.
Oh, God.
You'll be able to play video games through the state of your mind.
I don't like that. Or do I? I don't know. Somebody's going to hack into our brains when we get those, right? And like that's going to be the new thing.
AI is going to hack into our brains and they're going to control us. That's how it works.
It's true. All right. Let's talk about old things. There's been a new report from Ampere Analysis that reveals that full game remakes generate more than double the revenue of remasters, with global spending averaging 2.2 times higher between January 2024 and September 2025. Across PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam, players spent a combined $1.4 billion on remakes and remasters, with titles like Resident Evil 4, Silent Hill 2, and Demon's Souls leading the charge. While remasters offer quicker, cheaper returns, remakes command higher prices and engagement thanks to deeper investment, development, and marketing. Ampere's data also shows Oblivion Remastered topping the charts with 7 million players and $180 million in spending, underscoring the growing appetite for modernized classics. Don't forget Final Fantasy VII Remake in there, and Rebirth. So, I mean, I think it makes sense, especially with the way that remakes are happening these days, right? Like you look at Resident Evil 4 and Silent Hill 2, and I mean, look how modern those games feel and look now, right? Like, did Resident Evil 4 need remade? No. I think that the original version is probably still relatively serviceable, but I mean, they made it great. Also, like LeRon, the Dead Space remake is like
it's a masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best. It's arguably the best way to play that game now.
Right? Yeah, like, yeah. Like, I mean, it's funny because I just watched a retrospective on the original on the 08 Dead Space game, right? And they even said, it's a hard way to figure out, like, should you play 08 and then play the remake, or should you just skip it and play the remake? And it's one of those situations like what do you want to do? Because because the Dead Space remake basically borrowed everything from the 3 main games and put it all into like something that enhanced the entire first game. Totally. Everything from the voice acting to like the conventions of how the weapons work to like the nuances of storyline stuff that, when Dead Space 1, 2, and 3 came out separate games, like we had to like get these story elements from those 3 games separately, where they were able to, it's like, okay, this stuff from Dead Space 2 and 3 can actually fit in Dead Space 1, and make it narratively sound and stuff like that. The Dead Space remake, in my opinion, is going to be is a masterpiece, just like the Resident Evil 2 remake is a masterpiece, in my opinion. There's something incredible about remakes, and I'm going to say remakes more than just remasters, but yeah, remakes, you're looking at a situation where, like, like, we're doing this from the ground up for the most part, like, these are not just games that are getting reskinned or whatnot. Like, there's time, there's input, and there's modernization that's happened. Look at Metal Gear Solid Delta, like, that game is virtually a one-to-one like copy of the original Snake Eater. But at the same time, like, there's so much into it that actually makes the game feel like a whole different animal compared to the original one. And it's amazing, Yeah. I did say a while back that I was kind of leery of the whole remake train. I guarantee you, like, there is an argument for what should companies be wasting all their time on remakes. I say wasting all their time, but that's figurative. But you know what I mean, though. Should they, just like how Hollywood is right now with remakes of movies and like TV shows and all that stuff? Should the video game community be doing this? I think the video game community is doing it in a way that actually is enhancing and redefining the experiences, and also getting a new audience generated for it. So yeah, kick ass, keep going.
I think the whole remake, I think the reason why remakes tend to do better than the remasters is one, you argue, like LeRon says, it is bringing in the new crowd, but for the older crowd, it definitely gives them a reason to go back and play the game, as the remakes tend to add or change a little bit into their stories, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
For example, the Resident Evil remakes, all of those are, I would say, very different from the original games that they came from. Even Resident Evil 4 changed up the scenario a little bit,
Yeah.
modernized the controls, and looks, much better on technology that we currently have in our household. Silent Hill 2 is very much a different game than Silent Hill, or Silent Hill 2 Remake is very much a different game than Silent Hill. You can explore the town, you can smash windows, and all the bosses don't play like they did in the original game. They have, like, additional forms, I would say, or like stages in their fights. The Oblivion Remastered, like, even though it's called remastered, technically that was a remake. If you look into it, they built that game on the Unreal 5 engine. They updated a lot of different things, from the graphics, the combat, how the battle system worked. Like, I would almost classify that game as actually being a remake and not a remaster, and that's why it's so good. But also, it's a much older game that people want to see modernized. The games that I don't know how well they did, but I'm curious to know how well the Last of Us remakes did, because those, virtually the only thing that was different was the engine, but everything else was the same, if I remember.
If I'm not mistaken, I think the Last of Us, the remix, I guess we can call them, I think they just got lost in the noise of the fact that, like, it was way too soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, like, now it's hard to determine, like, like, what, like, how they perform, and that's a shame, because I feel like like, I haven't played enough of either one of them yet to, like, make a decision. Like, I know for sure The Last of Us Part 1 definitely is a lot different experience for me than it was when I first played it on PS3 back in the day, stuff like that. So I just don't have enough to weigh in on both those games, in general, to say, like, they're worth it. if you haven't played them by now, they're getting the remakes and the remastered, getting those two games in their remastered form is worth it right now to go for. Plus the fact that the originals have been basically delisted. But if you're one of those people that has played the originals, you're not missing out on much. So like you're replaying it for the experience, or are you replaying it because you want to? I guess that's the best way I can sum that up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, also, like, we are, especially gamers our age, we are very nostalgic for things, right? And it's very hard to get into new things when we already kind of know what we like. And I think remakes and remasters kind of serve the let's try something new while also, reliving our childhood to an extent, right? Like I said before, like Resident Evil 4 and Dead Space are the same game, but like the quality of life differences, the graphical upgrades, the being able to move and shoot at the same time in Resident Evil 4 is like a big game changer, right? Like,
yeah,
these are all things that improve the experience. And also, like, right now I'm playing Plants vs Zombies Replanted, right? It's like it's literally the same game. It's just it's just got a fresh coat of paint on it, and it's hitting all the right nostalgia notes, right? It's fun, it's colorful, it's challenging without me trying to have to like put too much effort into thinking about things, right? Like it's a great remaster. And then you have companies like Aspire who are essentially kind of remastering series the way you remember them looking, not exactly like what they used to look like the Tomb Raider remasters that have been coming out. Those I think 1, 3 were in a package, and then 4, 5, and Angel of Darkness were all in the package. Like, those games are like literal remasters, right? Like, they look like how you remember them. They don't look like the PS1 versions, but they kind of have that aesthetic, right? Or like the Legacy of Kain collection that came out last year. Like, I think Aspire does a relatively good job in terms of their remasters, despite the weird stuff that goes on at that studio. And then I mean, and now we're looking at Halo being remade next year, and like it's almost weird because Halo feels so modern, but also, like, I think in terms of Halo trying to become relevant again, I think that a remake of the first game is a great idea, and I think that's something that companies look at too. Is like, how do we bring back?
Halo's 20 years old, right?
It's 25 next year.
25.
Yeah, and like, there's been you look at Halo, right, and how down that franchise has been over the last couple entries, and just Microsoft doesn't seem to know what to do with it, and it's become irrelevant almost in the modern space. Like, Halo Infinite's multiplayer is still popular, don't get me wrong, but like, we don't talk about Halo like we did in 2007 when Halo 3 came out, right? Or like even in 2013 or 14, right? It's just another shooter on the platform, right? Behind Call of Duty, behind Fortnite, behind Apex Legends, behind Valorant, behind, all these other shooters that people play that, a remake of the first game could bring a lot of attention to a franchise that is down on its luck, essentially.
That's a shame when a game just winds up. That's a shame. That's a shame when a game like Halo winds up being relegated to like just another shooter. That's really tragic.
I know. I've been thinking a lot about Halo 3 and Reach lately, specifically for reasons that we save for a different show. But I just remember how popular Halo 3 was, and like the line. There were probably 250 people at GameStop that night waiting for Halo 3. I went to the midnight launch of Halo 3, and I got the Legendary Edition with the helmet and everything. Like, I'm telling you, man, I've never seen so many people together, right? Like Halo was huge. Halo 3 was huge.
It was
And
a
like
cultural experience.
it was the game everybody was waiting for, right? Like this was pre Call of Duty Modern Warfare also, right? Like Modern Warfare was coming out 2 months later, I think, but nobody really knew a lot about it because we were still getting previews in magazines and like short form previews on IGN and stuff, right? But like everybody knew Halo, right? Finish the fight was the big the big line at the end of Halo.
Yeah.
And everybody was just anticipating it. And yeah, like Oblivion and Gears had a lot of 360 owners over, but like nothing hit like Halo 3, man. A lot of Halo 3. A lot of Halo 3 being played. So yeah, I think remakes and remasters. I'm the person who will buy. I mean, LeRon, you're playing Final Fantasy Tactics right now. I mean, that's an amazing game. It's a good way to make these games available on modern platforms too. So I don't know. I feel like I'm
just gonna tell you there is a nice chunk of my library that's like remakes or remasters. Like like you guys saw how fast I ran and got Metroid Prime remastered. You guys saw how fast I got Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp. All the Resident Evil remakes, 2, 3, 4, even the original Resident Evil, like the one that came out on GameCube first, like even that, like Dead Space, Tactics, like the list goes on and on, like and yeah, like there's a part that can say like, yeah, LeBron is a nostalgic gamer, but also LeRon likes the quality that they seem to put out in these types of games. The Front Mission remake games, like God, like I was a big fan of like the Front Mission series, before it became popular here in the United States. Like I was importing those games, I was importing those games and could not read a drop of like Japanese playing those damn games, stuff like that, and as long as they're doing games that type of justice, like shit. Can you imagine? Well, I don't know. Like you guys aren't Monster Hunter gamers like I am, but could you imagine if the Capcom was like, "Hey, we're going to remake the 2004 Monster Hunter 1 game in the modern
crazy.
style." Like either go the style of World or Sunbreak, or even Wilds. Like I'm not throwing Wilds in there just yet because I feel like Wilds still has some growing pains to go through and stuff like that, but imagine like the fallout that would happen if like Capcom came in today and said, "Hey, we're gonna remake Monster Hunter 2004, Street Fighter 2, The Road Warrior, what else? There one more game. Oh, the original Devil May Cry." Just imagine if they said we're gonna remake those 3 games in like a modern style.
I can imagine it because they already are doing it with one of my favorite series.
What series is that?
Dynasty Warrior. Dynasty Warrior 3 is getting what they call the remastered edition, which really looks like a remake if you look at it. It looks like it's Dynasty Warrior Origin style now.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Yeah, and I'm seriously looking forward to that. Another remaster that's coming out soon, Dragon Quest VII. That's getting its second remake now. It was originally remade for the 3DS, and now they're again now it's reimagined, which is they're actually changing up the story this time. I mean, I'm okay with these remasters and remakes. I like new stuff, but I also like my mix of reimagined old stuff again.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, man.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I know people get angry because they feel like it's a cash grab, but also like I think I like it. I like them.
If you're gonna grab cash, grab it like this. and like it's worth its salt. Like I'm not gonna bitch and complain about Super Mario RPG coming out, the price tag they did on the Switch. I'm not, because guess what? You can go back and play the Super NES version if you want to. It's a good game, but like there's some things about that old game that will piss you off immediately. And like this game, the remake looks amazing, plays amazing. They fix things and they tweak the story. They tweak the story to make it work with what modern Mario is now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
No complaints here. 10-10 will do again.
Will do again, he says. All right. Well, let us know if you like remakes or remasters. Leave them in the comments on this here YouTube video that we are posting. All right, let's get into our video game shame, and then we'll get on out of here, everybody. Video game shame. This is where we bring to the table a game or franchise that we are embarrassed to say we have never played. Pat, I'm going your way first.
Oh man, I've been trying to think all night of series that I haven't played yet. Because before it used to be Hades, but now I've officially, played Hades, and that's no longer one of those series. So maybe Dead Cells would still be something I, haven't played yet, even though I have the Castlevania edition sitting in my collection.
Nice.
Like I'm always wary because it's a roguelike, but I've also heard it's a very good roguelike, kind of in the same vein as Hades.
It's I played Dead Cells. Dead Cells, it was the first game I ever covered in terms of like content, like real content creation at PAX.
Mm-hmm.
And like I think you guys know how I feel about roguelikes. But the combat,
Same as how I feel.
the combat in Dead Cells is worth playing a little bit of it at least. Again, I stopped playing it because it's a roguelike and I got annoyed with it, but the combat is exceptional. It makes me wish they would have just made like a fully designed game out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Dead Cells.
You know what? I'll also add Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Yeah,
just because it recently got announced. It just got announced as one of the Golden Joysticks Ultimate Game of the Year. And I know Steph absolutely loved the game. I mean, it seems intriguing, or at least the second one. I don't know if I'd get into the first one because I hear the combat really was piss poor. But like, it's interesting that you have an Elder Scrolls style game, but actually set in a very much more realistic setting. And I could see myself kind of getting into that. But it's something I haven't jumped into. Especially since I'm planning on going to Scotland and England next year.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll entice me to play it.
You should. Do it.
Got other things. I just started Outer Worlds 2.
Do it. LeRon.
Okay.
What about you?
So we need. All right. So I'm just going to admit right now, I have not played any Castlevania game since Symphony of the Night.
We're missing out on a good legacy. The Advance and especially the the Dominus collection that just came out from Limited Run. That if you were to pick any Castlevania game up again, pick that one up. Those are considered the best
Yeah.
the
Okay.
Metroidvania.
Yeah, like I called myself wanting to play like the Lords of Shadow games, like the ones that came out on PS3,
Mhm.
but just could never like get myself like in the mood to like even try them out. Like I have not played, so I have not played I have not played a Castlevania game since Symphony of the Night, and that goes all the way up to the modern games.
Mhm.
I know I'm missing out on some stuff because I've heard nothing but phenomenal stuff about like Lords of Shadow, because there's
Lord of
two of
Shadow 1, yes. The Mirror of Fate for the 3DS was good.
uh-huh.
2 had issues.
Okay.
2 had a lot of issues with it. It didn't, as much as the idea of the 3D Metroidvania Castlevania would have been awesome,
Mhm.
it had story continuity issues, and also it had like they placed random bad guys in like combat situations where you could like I literally had like super hard bad guys to fight combined together when I was like an early level character,
Hmm.
and I died, and then I went back, and then I fought like a different set of bad guys in that room. It had issues, but
Mhm.
I enjoyed the first one and the 3DS one.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. I'm not volunteering anything else because I need to save. I need to save them all for a future video game shame episode.
Why not? Why not, LeRon?
Nah.
Why not?
I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to give away it all in like in like the first try.
But LeRon.
What?
I'm trying to think of games I haven't mentioned before. Like
Come on,
because
you've got a ton, Corey. Come on,
I
I
mean,
know you
yeah,
do.
I got a ton. Um let's see. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to like decide. um so I as many games as I played on PlayStation 2, I never played the Sly Cooper series.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, I can't say I played
skip the
every
first.
Sly Cooper. I can't say I played every Sly Cooper game, but I did play 1 and 2.
I was really into
You can skip
Jack.
the first one, but play 2 and 3.
I was really into Jack and Daxter, and I just refused to play Sly Cooper and Ratchet and Clank. I was like waving the Jack flag again.
I can understand. I can understand like skipping Ratchet and Clank for Jack and Daxter, and I can also understand people skipping Jack and Daxter for Ratchet and Clank. But Sly Cooper, in my opinion, wasn't. I mean, yeah, on the surface they look the same game, but I feel like Sly Cooper was a different experience.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked how the missions built up a heist in Sly Cooper. At least 2 and 3. 1 was more of a platformer with a hub world in it.
Mm-hmm.
But 2 and 3, like the missions felt like important. Like you need to do this, this, and this so you can prepare for one big old heist at the end of the world or at the end of that hub world. And you had awesome characters like the Merc. He's a big old pink hippopotamus.
Jeez. So yeah, that's mine. So like the thing is like I have also like the last 3 times we did this, my picks were Metal Gear Solid, Castlevania, and Mega Man. So like those are like 3 huge ones. And I didn't want to repeat it, so I was trying to think of other ones. I'm sure there's more. But anyways,
That's why you don't throw them all out at once.
I mean, look, man, there's a lot. There's a lot, you know? But can't play them all. Can't play them all.
You.
But you know what we can do? We can get out of here because that's the end of our show. Nice and tight. That's what they say. Right, LeRon?
Yep.
Uh,
Come to say goodbye.
I want to thank everybody out there for watching or listening to this episode of the Boss Rush Podcast. You can support us on Patreon, patreon.com/Boss Rush Network. Subscribe on YouTube. Get us there. Get us to that 1K. We appreciate you. LeRon, Pat, thank you for your time as always. Appreciate you both as well.
Always a pleasure.
Yep.
Remember to check out all of our content on bossrush.net. Remember to like, subscribe, share, rate, and review wherever you listen or watch. And until next time, we love you. Goodbye.
Take care of yourselves.
Bye.
If you want to see how you can become a Patreon producer, head on over to patreon.com/bossrushnetwork. The Patreon producers for this month are Adriel Munger, Austin Campbell, Celeste Roberts, Sana Dierig, Francisco Santillan, Matthew Keel, and Christian S. Thanks for your continued support of the Boss Rush Network.